Hello, everybody. Let's talk a little something today about two-tiered legal system. What do you think? Nationally, I think we have a two-tiered legal system where you've got President Trump and President Biden, both in a type of situation with documents. But the specifics mean a lot, don't they? Here you have President Trump. The Department of Archives knows what documents he has. He has them under lock and key per their specs, and he has them. His compound is guarded, and the FBI runs a raid, an unannounced raid on his place, and lays them all out and takes pictures, and it's on the news ad nauseum every night for I can't tell you how long. But then you got Biden, who was a senator, and he has documents from when he was a senator. He has classified documents from when he was the vice president. He has them at Pennsylvania University, where it's a think tank. Think about that, a think tank. Yeah, a drooling moron, and he's part of a think tank and funded by the Chinese. And then he's got documents hidden in his house behind his Corvette, his gas guzzling fossil fuel Corvette in his garage in a place where Hunter Biden, it's actually Hunter Biden's home, where Hunter Biden has all of the miscreants that he is connected with coming through there and potentially looking at those things. And the FBI doesn't raid the house, right? They contact his lawyer, who's not screened or cleared for classified documents, and they search the house and then give the documents up. So, number one, do we know all the documents have been given up? And who's seen the documents? We don't know. Um, is anybody charging Biden with that? No, no. Has the news media put that on the news ad nauseum? No, no. We just send a spy balloon over the United States and wait until it collects information all the way across our continent and in our airspace, and then decide to shoot it down once it gets over the Atlantic, and now we can't find any of the debris. Isn't that something? So, yeah, so we always come up with a different way to distract the people. Let's look at federally. January 6th, you had people that were inside the Capitol. I'm not condoning that, but they were inside the Capitol. They didn't kill anybody. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Ashley Babbitt was murdered, but other than that, there wasn't any officials that were killed or injured. Um, there wasn't any property damage, any personal injury to the elected officials or to the Capitol Police or anyone. And yet you have people that are setting in solitary confinement for 2 years under the Patriot Act and all this other stuff. Where in May of 2020, that entire mall down through there was on fire, and remember the mostly peaceful protests of Antifa and BLM. But of course, that was billions of dollars worth of damage in that summer that Antifa and BLM did. Just in Washington D.C., there was 14 people injured or killed. Of course, nobody was locked up in solitary confinement. The few that were arrested were bailed out by Democrats, and the sentences that they pled to were ridiculously um, reduced to almost nothing. And so we do have a two-tier system. We can see a two-tiered system, and we can see a two-tiered system in our press and how they report it. But that shouldn't concern you as much as the two-tiered system we have here in Hillsdale, don't we? We do have a two-tiered system in Hillsdale. We can all see it. We see some people get a pass where other people get arrested when they don't even have enough to have them arrested. I mean, you've got Brad Benzing that assaults a constituent. On that case, Neil Brady sent it to the Attorney General's office, and they sought special prosecutor. Went over to Branch County. Branch County decided to prosecute it, but they let Brad turn himself in over the phone. And then, of course, Brent Leininger, who witnessed the whole thing, miraculously couldn't think of any of the details when it came time for anything. And so we gave Brad, again, a ridiculously low plea. But we've seen other cases in Hillsdale, right? Uh, this last one with Esther being charged with, there was an arrest warrant out for animals at large. Brady should be embarrassed. He should be ashamed of himself and what he's doing. Then they said she had 4 dogs out in August. She doesn't even own 4 dogs. The one dog she does have, she's got it chipped and she can GPS track it. So of course this isn't going to go anywhere. But of course she's had an arrest warrant out for her since August, right? What would have happened if she'd have been pulled over on a minor traffic ticket? Of course, this is the ridiculousness of it. This is the stupid stuff. Why are we doing this to our citizens? You've got 2 people being arrested for political speech. Neil Brady should have had a special prosecutor for that, but he didn't recuse himself on that one. But he recused himself on the other, didn't he? It's just ridiculous. You've got a judge that recuses herself on certain things and won't issue a arrest warrant for Mark Wiley for failure to appear and for Rebecca Burns for failure to appear. But go to the newspaper, you can see all the failure to appear for everybody all day long, all week long, that are being arrested for failure to appear. Most of them didn't even know that they were supposed to appear because they never served them with paperwork. They sent it to the last known address. That could have been 3 addresses ago. Nobody knows. They don't care. But they're going to charge him with the failure to appear. They're going to put an arrest warrant out for him. But not Mark Wiley, not Rebecca Burns, because they're part of the protected class, right? Then you've got the newspaper and the Hillsdale Collegian, whatever the elites, and let's not forget WCSR. So whatever the elites tell them, well, these are the facts. This is what happened. They just print it. No questions, no investigation, no reason to question them. We just put it out as gospel, even if it's completely contrary to common sense and the facts. We just print it, right? We had the same problem with the Collegian in this case that I'm in, where all but one of my elected officials and the county level elected officials are suing me. Why? Because their feelings got hurt, because they are the elitists. How dare the common person uh, 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 push their power, right? They've forgotten that there are employees. They work for us. We don't work for them. They work for us. But they've forgotten that, haven't they? But they're above the law. They don't have to follow the law. We have to follow the law. They're our overlords. We follow the law. They lord over us, and we bow and kiss the boots that are in front of us, and let them enslave us and chain us. Right now, this lawsuit that I'm under, if you were to stack up all of the people that they've served on this with all the paperwork they've served, it's a stack of paper 27 inches thick. Think about that. Stack of paper 27 inches thick. What do you think they could accomplish if they spent all that time representing us and being fiscally responsible? Um, hmm, isn't that amazing? So just think about that. I'd like to know what your opinions are. Is there a two-tiered system? See, and then some of us are going to get bashed no matter what we do. I personally was under a court order, and so a restraining order, so I followed the restraining order. Now I'm being accused of, well, he's a quitter. Okay, I was under a court restraining order. Had I not followed that, then what everybody would have been complaining is he has no respect for the law. Okay, well, which is it? Do you want me to have respect for the law, or do you want me to continue on with things, right? Um, I don't think anybody can accuse me of quitting. I don't quit. So anyway, just tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do you think we have a two-tiered system in Hillsdale? Do you think we have a biased press in Hillsdale? Let me know what you think. Give me your personal stories. Have a good day.